Hi, I am Salinas. I am an MFA candidate for UTSA School of Art and hope you can visit my thesis exhibit this next April. A little about my work. My work talks about topics of domesticity. My work is very autobiographical, so I'm also talking about topics like immigration, about uprooting. My work is always a search for paths of belonging, in this case, being part of something, and also it searches for answers for questions that life poses to all of us. It might be autobiographical, but I'm looking for the audience to be able to engage with my work through their own experiences. When I started the MFA program, I had a very different vision of what my life was and or what I was aiming for my life. And during the program, I separated and then divorced. This experience has informed greatly my work because I have always been talking about this search of belonging and the search of what the self is. So I, of course, used this experience to portray more of this search for the self, search for oneself, search for this feminine perspective of what it means to be a female, what it means to be middle-aged, what it means to have all this background of domesticity, all of this background of somewhat of machismo and these role expectations particularly, and then portray those in my work. The materials I use in my work reflect a lot of this topic of domesticity. I use fabric, I use ribbon and thread and yarn and all of these materials that relate to domestic traditions and domestic and female domestic crafts. These type of activities that are traditionally expected to be mostly for women, particularly for Latino women. And that's the way I'm reflecting on those. My perspective about domesticity is simply part of my background. I also talk about the dress. The dress is a big feature in my work. The dress serves two purposes in my work. It is both a representation of the body, which in turn is a representation of the self. The body and the dress, they are both a vessel that contain or onto everything, all experiences and all situations are poured. But also the dress is important for me because the dress is something that we choose to wear or not. That we choose to, today I choose to wear these, but tomorrow or later I'm wearing something else. So the dress is also the representation of different aspects or different approaches I could have, or even the viewer can have, of their own life. That is translated into the use of fabrics and the use of these textile materials in my work. The name for my thesis show is Uprooting: Paths to Belonging.